Good evening, Postal family. What's going on? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing this Saturday evening? Well, what's going on is the new news about the brand new trucks our service is giving out that were released in Atlanta. So the news is spreading, so get a hold of the article and we'll go from there about the new trucks that we're about to get. Well, Atlanta got them, but we'll see the rest of the nation when they get them. First, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do. If you're interested in postal content and find it interesting enough, go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the comments you all give me. Thanks so much. All the questions, really like reading those comments, and I do get back to each and every one of you. I don't leave any comments, any questions that for a while. Just give me a chance, and I'll get to all of y'all. Thanks so much for supporting me, and I'll continue to do what I do best, as bring you the best news possible in the service, what's going on, and what's up to date on the contract. Of course, everybody's mind right now is the contract. I understand that. I'm right there with you. So let's get to today's article about the new trucks that have been released in Atlanta and see what's going on with that. The Postal Service's new delivery vehicles aren't going to win a beauty contest. They're tall and ungainly. The windshields are vast. Their hoods resemble a duckbill. Their bumpers are enormous. We've seen them, they're very different design to them. The big old windshield in the front. You can tell that the designers didn't have appearance in mind. Postal worker Avis Stoneham said. Odd appearance aside, the first handful of next-generation delivery vehicles that rolled onto postal routes in August in Athens, Georgia, are getting rave reviews from letter carriers accustomed to cantankerous older vehicles that lack modern safety features and are prone to breaking down and even catching fire. How true that is. Our beloved LLVs have been running for a while now, since the 80s, early 90s. And, this new vehicle is way long overdue. So, the change is better for the better, hopefully for the better. And some carriers are liking the new truck, so that's something positive. Within a few years, the fleet will have expanded to 60,000, most of them electric models, serving as the Postal Service primary delivery truck from Maine to Hawaii. Once fully deployed, they'll represent one of the most visible signs of agency's 10-year, $40 billion transformation led by Postmaster General Louis DeJoy, who's also renovating aging facilities, overhauling and processing and transportation network, and instituting other changes. Talking about the Delivering for America plan that's fully in effect with all those consolidations and all that. The current postal vehicles, the Grumman Long Life Vehicle LLV, dating to 1987, have made good on their name, outlasting their projected 25-year lifespan, but they're well overdue for replacement. They haven't outlasted anything. It's just our mechanics, all the hard work, keep bringing them back to life. These things left and right dropping, Engine is done, they replace the engine, all the parts inside, they keep replacing. If it wasn't for our mechanics, these things would be in the graveyard 20 years ago. Advertising, noisy and fuel efficient, 9 miles per gallon. The Grummans are costly to maintain. They're scalding hot in the summer with only an old school electric fan to circulate air. They have mirrors mounted on them that, when perfectly aligned, allow the driver to see around the vehicle, but the mirrors constantly get knocked out of alignment. Alarmingly, nearly 100 of the vehicles caught fire last year, imperiling carriers and mail alike. and also took a few lives as well in the heat. The most recent, the supervisor, I think in North Carolina, did a check ride and it was 100 degrees in the back. She didn't make it. So also, they forgot to mention that it did take some lives, and the trucks, it's like an oven. The new trucks are being built with comfort, safety, and utility in mind by Oshkosh Defense in South Carolina. Even tall postal carriers can stand up without bonking their heads and walk from front to back to retrieve packages. For safety, vehicles have airbags, 360-degree cameras, blind spot monitoring, collision sensors, anti-lock brakes, all of which are missing on the Grummans. No, not really. You failed to mention the Grumman, the LLV was made just for mail back in the day when the postal service was meant to be just mail. But with the change of times, we've gone into package delivery. So this article is not mentioning a package delivery. The truck is made just like UPS, FedEx trucks are large when you're saying walking in the back for packages. So we're how do you say it? We're transforming into a more package, and the mail is getting less and less each year, which is, I guess, not good because we are the postal service, so we're not. So the times that these changes are coming. The new trucks also feature something common in most cars for more than 6 decades: AC, and that's key for drivers in the deep south, the desert southwest, and other areas with scorching summers. I promise you it felt like heaven blowing in my face, Tonnen said of her first experience working in an air-conditioned truck. Richard Barton, another driver, said he appreciates the larger payload area, which can accommodate bigger packages, and the fact that he doesn't have to crouch, helping him avoid back pain. The old trucks also had a habit of breaking down in traffic, he added. Okay, Brian Renfro, president of NALCSO, said union members are enthusiastic about the new vehicles just as they were when the Grummans marked a leap forward from the previous old-school Jeeps. He credited DeJoy with bringing a sense of urgency to get them into production. Wow, he did do something for us, huh? Something positive. So, unlike he can get done with the contract, but he said a few words to DeJoy about our new trucks and make it urgent to, get it to the rest of the country. We're excited now to be at the point where they're starting to hit the streets, Renfro said. The process got off to a rocky start. Environmentalists were outraged when DeJoy announced that 90% of next-gen vehicles in first order would be gas-powered. Lawsuits were filed demanding that the Postal Service further electrify its fleet of more than 200,000 vehicles to reduce tailpipe emissions. Everybody went nuts, DeJoy said. The problem, DeJoy said, wasn't that he didn't want electric vehicles, rather the expense of the vehicles, compounded with the cost of installing thousands of charging stations and upgrading electrical service, made them unaffordable at a time when the agency was reporting big operating deficits every quarter. Okay, so yeah, I believe I had read something I think a few years ago about the original plan was to have electric vehicles. Imagine having all these charging stations at old broken down stations. In the parking, you got brand new charging stations, and I don't think Postal Service would have afforded all that. And anyways, those things just have a charge for 8 hours. I mean, what do you do after 8 hours? There's a lot of questions with that. So thank God they didn't have those only electric vehicles. He found a way to further boost the number of electric vehicles when he met with President Joe Biden's top environmental advisor, John Podesta. That led to a deal in which the government provided $3 billion to the Postal Service, which part of it's earmarked for electric charging stations. In December 22, dejoy announced that the Postal Service was buying 106,000 vehicles through 2028. They included 60K next-gen vehicles, 45K of them electric models, along with 21K other electric vehicles. He pledged to go all electric of new purchases starting in 2026. So it's still coming, it's just delayed right now. All electric vehicles, yeah, mail carriers, get ready, it's coming. We'll be charging our, once you get back to the station, I can already see it. Plug your truck in, charging, next morning come in, it's ready to go. And we might have an extra battery pack, after most of us go over 8 hours, so once those 8 hours is up, you just, reset, take the battery out, put the new charged one in. I can already see it. With the climate crisis at our doorstep, electrifying the U.S. government's largest fleet would deliver the progress we've been waiting for, said Catherine Garcia of the Sierra Club, which sued the Postal Service before its decision to boost the volume of electric vehicle purchases. Between the electric vehicles' reduced tailpipe emissions from optimized mail routes and other changes, the agency anticipates cutting carbon emissions by 40% by 2030, dejoy said. The route revisions will also save money. Big plans for dejoy. This summer, the Postal Service's environmental battles came full circle as the White House honored it with Presidential Federal Sustainability Award, marking the end of an interesting journey, dejoy said. The honor signifies the agency's ability to work through complex problems, be they operational, financial, technical, political, or a public policy nature, he said. It comes from foregoing forward, he said. Keep moving. So there it is, the whole article about the new beautiful, I would say, alien-looking, UFO-looking things we will have on the streets. But some reviews from Atlanta, those carriers, they like them so far. So it's a matter of time they spread to the rest of the country. I can't wait to get them. I'm in the South, so I think it will be, my region will be dead last to get them. So, but, it's exciting that fellow carriers up there have them and are liking them for a change. So some positivity in that. Now all we need is a brand new contract. Of course we need the contract that pays, gives us all a raise and, forget about the trucks, give us our contract and we'll go from there. Give us that $2-3 raise to match with the times, the inflation. That should be the most important thing right now. Good old Mr. dejoy talking about newer trucks and our NALC president Renfro right there talking with him about trucks, but no word on the contract still. Won't get into contract too much. It's a ongoing thing that we're living through. Still no word. So as soon as something comes, I'll tell you, all of y'all. Again, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed, and postal content is what I do on this channel right here. If you enjoy this sort of thing, I would appreciate if you subscribe. Keep smashing those likes, helps out the channel a lot. Thank you so much for all the comments, all the positive things you all say. And, I bring you the latest news and do the best that I can. Get you guys up to date on everything going on in our service. And, that's pretty much what I do. And, that's today's article about the new vehicles coming out that hit the streets in Atlanta. There was some reviews by carriers. They like them so far. But like I said, we wait and see once they spread out to the rest of the country. So when that will happen, that's a good question. So that's about it for today. And we'll get back to some news about the contract hopefully soon. Each day we're patiently waiting. Like always, stay patient, y'all. Stay safe out there and stay good, like always. We'll see you next time. Take care of you guys. God bless.